He's gay, isn't he? Yep. And I was his biggest fan. That make me gay.
3 months into 2024, and nobody has been more hated and publicly slandered than P. Diddy. Now, in a lawsuit filed by Lil Rod, an ex-producer of Bad Boy Records, he accused Diddy of forcing him to engage in sexual intercourse with Meek Mill, Usher, and Stevie J. Now, we've all heard the rumors over the past couple of years that Diddy has been pretty much a fruitcake, and he swings that way. Now, the allegation at first would be something like, nah, no way, like Meek Mill, the hard Philly rapper. But after seeing this picture and this video, Meek Mill is cooked.
Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, daddy. You putting in that work. Proud of you. I love you.
Now, to summarize these events on this lawsuit that was filed last week, from September of 2022 to November of 2023, Mr. Jones, aka Lil Rod, produced 9 songs on Mr. Combs' Love album and was basically living with him for the entire year around that period. Now, he spent time with him in New York City, California, Los Angeles, which is in California, no duh, Miami, and also spent several weeks on a yacht rented by Mr. Combs in the U.S. Virgin Islands. Now, he witnessed and experienced and endured many things that went far beyond his role as a producer. And it shows that he actually has witness statements, video and audio recordings, because Diddy wanted him to record a lot of stuff that was going on, and he saw basically the distribution of ecstasy, cocaine, GHB, damn, these some hardcore drugs, ketamine, marijuana, and mushrooms, and the displaying and distribution of unregistered illegal firearms. Looking at the front page of the lawsuit, there's actually many defendants. There's P. Diddy, his son Justin Combs, Lucien Grange, who's actually the CEO of Universal, Christina Coram, who's some chief of staff for Diddy, Love Records, Motown Records, and a lot of affiliate things under UMG. It's looking like Lil Rod trying to get the bag by any means, because if he doesn't get Diddy, he's trying to get someone who's giving them money over time, which would have been the record labels, because Diddy's been a mogul for the past 30 years. Meek Mill's one of the weirdest rappers out there, and for so many reasons. Now, despite him having a respected street reputation, he does a lot of things like bunny hop for the white man, Michael Rubin, and Robert Kraft. He's going into the pool party with fries on his legs. He's on the pool side looking a little bit flamboyant like I showed you before. And in any given picture, he always looks confused or like someone forgot to tell him something. Now, obviously, homosexuality is something that hip-hop has fully embraced. And Meek Mill is not gay. So it's like when you call someone gay who's not gay, they take it as defense, which as they should not understand the situation. And he was firing back at academics because you know Ak was ready to get him. Academics, didn't I tell you stop playing with my name? I don't know what I'm going to do when I actually see you. It's going to have a combination to it, though. Now, many people, despite what's even been put out about Meek Mill, Meek, why are you saying that this is not true and you are not gay or things did not happen? Because the pictures are looking bad, bro. It's looking bad, gang. And he's done everything but deny what actually happened. He's saying he's going to crush people. He's saying so-and-so's a liar. Bro, just say it's not true and that this photo is out of context, or why are you on this allegation or this lawsuit? And the gay memes just wouldn't stop.
Why are you gay?
So academics responded to Meek Mill, gave the most gangster yet civilian response in the tweet. Nigga, when you talk about asking for my address online, you talking about death games? You must think you invincible. You don't talk about pulling up to those street niggas' homes because you ain't on it with them. So don't be on that with me. Now, I do be talking reckless to a lot of these rappers, and a lot of times he does have it coming. But for this situation, I'll allow. Looking at page 8 on the indictment, it got really interesting right here. Now, apparently Young Miami's cousin actually sexually assaulted him. And it says, I look at I&J. Rapper 3, redacted, on Mr. Combs' yacht, was consorting with underage girls and sex workers. Now, this is all allegedly. And R&B singer 4, redacted in Mr. Combs' Los Angeles home, was consorting with underage girls and sex workers. Now, let's go to the footnotes. Footnotes number 3. He is a Philadelphia rapper who dated Nicki Minaj. Like, bro, we know this is Meek Mill, bro. Or if academics want to call him Freak Mill, Cheek Mill. Yo, man, the internet's undefeated. And then for number 4, for the R&B singer. He's a Grammy Award-winning R&B singer who had trouble with law enforcement after assaulting a Bayesian billionaire. This right here, I'm not entirely sure. I'm either leaning towards Usher or Chris Brown, but like I said, I'm not entirely sure. But the following pages would confirm it. Mr. Combs informed Mr. Jones that he had to engage in sexual intercourse with rapper 5 and R&B singer 6 and Stevie J. Now, if you look at the footnotes again, rapper 5, Philadelphia rapper Meek Mill. But rapper 6, or singer 6, he performed at the Super Bowl and had a successful Vegas residency. Now, look, man, we all seen Usher serenading all over Alicia Keys, and we know Swiss Beats was tight. So we know who he's talking about. People are dying for Meek Mill to give a response denying the allegations. Now, Meek Mill said he's an alcoholic with no life, talking to kids on a computer. Now, normal kids who watch streamers watch Kai, Aiden, Wallow, and Gilly. You a sick old man with no life, achievements trying to destroy black men because you envy us as men. And you have your rage in the comments saying, Meek, please just say the lawsuit is lying and keep it pushing. You see in red. This is not Act's fault, it's the producer's fault. Please, they're eviscerating me in the group chat. I'm gonna leave that shit. So Act responded, Meek Mill, I promise you nobody in the rap game envies you. Nigga, you got dropped from Atlantic and they said you heard execs were planning against you. Nigga, you flat out just fell the fuck off. Who you think is in the rooms conspiring? Let's try to stop Meek Mill. We are jealous. You high? Meek Mill and Academics have had beef in the past that led to the same thing, just Twitter exchanges. It was actually 21 Savage and mutual people who said, yo, like, just dead the beef. It ain't nothing real. And it never ever led to anything serious at all. But what made Meek Mill go to Academics is that Meek Mill thought that Academics, one of the biggest hip-hop bloggers, was perpetuating this narrative that he was involved with gay acts with other men. And, Academics is one of the biggest bloggers. So you see someone like that, the first to break the story, and you're not aware that a lawsuit is being put against you. You feel like that he put the story out to destroy your career, destroy your reputation. And Academics does have the reputation where if he doesn't like someone, and like I said before, Meek Mill and Academics were not always on the greatest terms of friends and didn't even get along. The Academics would try to destroy you. He did that with Jay Critch, they're cool now. D Savage, they're cool now. Every time Freddie Gibbs, something goes on with him, he's trying to expose him. So Academics does have a track record of trying to diminish or basically wipe off the surface of anyone that he's ever had beef with. So I can understand why Meek Mill feels that Academics has some involvement in perpetuating this negative narrative. Now, Meek Mill fed up told Twitter, get me his Addy, I'm gonna shoot a full production music video in front of his house. LOL, seriously, get me that one in New Jersey. And Act said, cut this bunny hopping fake gangster shit out. You a reform nigga or you a killer. Not talking about how Meek Mill was basically someone who stood for prison reform, but now he's talking like he's a stepper. Until you shoot a video in front of a Dean house, I don't want to see this on social media. You wildin' trying to promote your whack song. Now, what's actually crazy about this Meek Mill situation is Meek Mill actually had his album Heathenism released last night. And Academics felt that him going back and forth with him, arguably one of the biggest bloggers, we already know in hip-hop, beef is the biggest form of promo. And he felt that the day a nigga used a gay rumor and beefing with a blogger to promote a song is when I realized this game is too crazy for me. I'm gonna pray for Meek. He gotta be back on them perks. Surprisingly, after the back and forth, Academics accused Meek Mill of getting his house swatted by police while he was live streaming to 30,000 people last night.
This is what your gangsterism had to do. If you was gonna do anything, that's what I'm saying, nigga, you a pussy, nigga. Me and you could have catch a fade anything, nigga. Another nigga said you was fucking gay, nigga. Nigga, yeah, of course I had a couple jokes. Everybody would have a couple jokes. Think you have a couple jokes about me if there was that. Nigga, you over here got in your feelings, start acting like a bitch, start tweeting about my address and shit. Nigga, what you think what you gonna do when you got 12 million followers talking about what's his address? What you think finna happen, nigga? You got police at my house. If he's not a snitch, what are we talking about? Y'all niggas will get any, nigga, I'll put this out right on Instagram, nigga. You got police in my house.
And right after, Meek claimed that he called the governor to tell Academics about how many murders that he was responsible for, which references Warren Chirac YouTube channel, where he basically grew a large following and talked about the murders going on in Chicago and basically made jokes and memes about these people who are really kids living their life in the streets. And he's had a bad rep ever since and never lived it down. So when it comes to hip-hop music, I feel like if you're not out of New York, it's really hard for you to get any love. And Academics spoke to Philly artists saying, I'm gonna let you in on a secret. Meek Mill has been blackballing half of y'all. He's been on blogheads claiming that if we post an upcoming Philly artist, it's because they beef with him. It's not that they're hot on your own. So you know what happened. We just don't post Philly because of that hating ass nigga. Now Meek Mill and Academics, this saga will continue. And March 2024, expect a lot coming from Jared the Star.